life of Jesus Christ and personally how he felt, in his time period when he decided to come into the world as a man or a human being to step onto the levels that we live on. Jesus Christ was considered perfect. He was considered a man without sin. But one thing we must always consider, a man without sin, Jesus Christ, he had to bear all sins of the world, past, present, and future tense. So when we think about the weight of all of those sins and all of those human beings and all of those people, Jesus Christ came to save the world. Yet, when he arrived into this world, he saw that nobody wanted to have salvation. He saw that nobody wanted to be saved. Even though he did miracles, performed tasks of superhuman abilities, and showed the people his capacity of godhood, they still rejected him personally. They served him with their mouths, but inside they were far away from God. Jesus Christ many times expressed human behavior because of those reasons. As far as getting fed up, as far as being tired of dealing with stupidity and ignorance, and all of those different calibers of things. Jesus Christ spoke on those things personally. He hoped for the future that he already knew that would come. That fire that would come on the earth, he wished it would already happen. The task that he was sent in the world to do, to be crucified, he asked God to pass that cup from him because he knew, and his mindset and the way people was acting and treating him, that they did not accept or want what he had to bring to the table. So when y'all think about things like that, yes, Jesus Christ was perfect in a sense, but y'all have to realize from Jesus Christ's standpoint, the way you are as a human being. A lot of times we cannot acknowledge our flaws, in this generation, in this world of today, with social media and the ability to reach out to thousands and millions of people have kind of a narcissistic complex. Now, I've been around people in the recent past, and I've seen them be able to acknowledge what narcissistic behavior is while not acknowledging that they themselves have narcissistic behavior. That is an issue, because in the world of today, where everything is so advanced and everything is smart this and smart that, we ourselves are not being wise in our actions, and we're not being wise in our thinking, and we're not being wise in our words that we speak towards each other. We're not encouraging or building people up. We're actually revealing the true nature of our ways. And I pray for those things, because people that I love and care about definitely probably suffer from them things, and they will not acknowledge it. At the end of the day, y'all gotta remember this: Jesus Christ is love. God is love. If you do not know how to approach the world with love, then you are not of God. They say you must learn to hate your sister, brother. You must learn to hate your mother, and things like that. That is in scripture. But what the scripture is really telling and saying those things is that if you don't love God first, and you seeking love from all of these different places and all of these different people, then you cannot come to them with the proper affection. You can't come to them with the proper patience, endurance, or the proper love, because it is not established or placed upon you. So Jesus Christ is love. God is love. Love God with all your heart, might, and your strength. Love thy neighbor as thyself. If you are not learning those simple precepts to have love in your heart, it comes across in the world. It doesn't matter how many people you influence. If you don't love the people you brought into this world, if you don't show affection to those who show affection to you, show love to you, show that they care for you, and that they are concerned for your welfare, then there is a issuance there when you using God to say that you are of God, but you are not showing God to the very people that you influenced God in the first place. So in saying that, guys, always be aware of yourself and your actions towards other people. If you cannot show or display that affection or love towards another person, you shouldn't be out there influencing thousands or hundreds of people when you know that there's something within yourself that is not of God because you did not display it in a way to your immediate family. You did not display it to your friends. You did not display it to your children. You did not display those things in a way that God can see you. Because once you learn how to love God first, then you can love your mother, your brothers, and your sisters because you will see a reflection of God in them. So keep that in mind, people, when you want to use God in a sense, because a lot of times people in the world of today are living through the apostasy where we are falling away from God. So they can't believe what anybody says or follow what anybody says because you don't know that person from Adam or Eve. You know, it's all about the lifestyle. It's all about what you produce. It's all about what you present. And one thing I ask y'all to present, if you ever doing anything, is present the love of God in you to not just people who you are partial with, because God is impartial to anything. And if you are showing partiality, you are not of God. And you have to sit down with yourself and acknowledge those type of things. Hey, it's LT the Don Juan, last dark of the night, first crack of the sun, bringing a little bit of light into the darkness of the world. You know what it is. You know how we do. Love, peace, and hair grease. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.